Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap of the new episode of Tales of Zestiria the X second season. I'm at episode 4. When I watched this episode, I'm just gonna speak out my truth and mind. I mean, when it came to this episode right here, I think the emotions and the feelings of a certain way to want to get head on what you want to do is actually real. And I will get to that after I finish this recap. So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that Rose is informed that they found the person they are looking for, and Sorey does see Rose's face in in agony, and we get to see a backstory where Rose is actually in a wedding dress, is about to get married, but gets betrayed later by one person, and I think it's Prince Kujan or Kojan, whatever his name is. And apparently we have to it that Sorey asks Rose before she leaves, where's Dezo, you know? But we have Mikolo and Edna decides to follow Rose and Dezo, you know? And pretty much, you know, eventually the truth is revealed by Dezo. There was a scene between Sorey and the other guy, though I don't care much about that because he said something about ruling over the weak, and Sorey asked him, what happens if you lose? Will you be ruled over as weak? He goes like, I'm not gonna lose. And I go like, yeah, that's a very big arrogant way to say that. But anyways, we have to it that Dezo explains everything to Mikolo and Edna about how the Sparrow Feathers is actually an assassin's guild, you know? Known as the Wind Riders or predecessor of the Scattered Bones. Apparently, we have to it that they explain how Brad is betrayed and needed help from Prince Kojan, and therefore, after Mikolo and Edna finally hears about this, Mikolo decides to go on ahead and warn Sorey about it, while Edna decides to stay back and watch from above until Sorey arrives. Mikolo tells everything Sorey, and Sorey makes his leave right away, and therefore ends up arriving a little too late when Rose makes her assassination at night. But apparently, the guy still lives, and this really ticks off Rose, and she ends up not killing the guards, but trying to kill the man who betrayed her, Brad, and everyone, you know, or Bard, Brad. And Mikolo was trying to interfere, but Dezo stopped him and said, you better stay out of this. You just don't know how things will ever end, and it will always continue until one is dead. Edna, on the other hand, launches them from the air, and Lila is with her, so they'll stop Dezo. So they tries to stop Rose from doing the kill as she chases him, you know, and she screams out no, and then Rose is about to make for the kill, and it ends off there. I'm like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? God dang it. So, in other words, this episode is about Rose wanting to take revenge because she was betrayed by Brad. Because this person, Prince Kujan or Kojan, betrayed Brad, and the guy remembers Rose and tries to trick her and so forth, but that's not going to happen again. As Sorey tries to stop her, which I really hope they don't go with this simple kind of thing where the character managed to stop the character in time from killing the very person they want to kill, because that will literally ruin the moment and that would get me upset, though at the same time it could prove me wrong that the guy finally is getting killed. But still, I still can't really handle this fact. As I said, as I want to say from the beginning of this episode, the morality here is very, very strong. Rose knows that she's going to hell for this, but her companion or friend says possibly they'll go to hell way deep. They'll go to a deeper hell than us, you know, possibly. But I don't know about that, you know. When it comes to this episode and so forth, there is a time just when I thought Gundam Blood Orphans is like revenge, you know, and so forth. Sorry for the major or minor spoiler right there. But this episode here just had to bring in a lot more of what's to come of what I said in my recent reaction and recap of Gundam's new episode today. There are times where a person's not going to stand by and let this really slide. There's no denying that. Because after all the things you did for them and everything you went up to and you sacrificed and you've been having high hopes for, only to be shattered and betrayed, there's no way you're going to stand around and let that grudge or let it go. There's no denying that. That is one of the most inevitable, at least one of the inevitable parts of a human. Once you're betrayed and so forth, there's no way you can forget that or even forgive. There are times where you want to take action to make yourself mentally better, but possibly it'll make you better, but it'll make you feel worse. But you guys know what I'm saying. Eventually, someone's going to push your button really, really badly, and you're not just going to stand around and let that slide. You're going to go like, I'm going to kill you or humiliate you to a point where you're going to wish you never done that kind of thing. That is pretty much a human reaction. So pretty much all I could say in simple words without confusing you more, you would want revenge eventually should someone really betray you. That's about it. You would want revenge in other cases. The morality in this episode is very strong. Sorey trying to stop Rose, I have mixed feelings because I can understand Sorey's opposition as a shepherd, and he's trying to do things without having to kill anyone. Although it will be inevitable later, because this is where sometimes, when the malevolence in the Tales of Zestiria world cross or something is strong, it's hard. It is very damn hard. So yeah, the morality in this episode, I have mixed feelings, but as a person who might have looked into little things here and there, sometimes revenge will always take over your mind, and you may not be able to fight it back, and that's about it. So, other words, revenge is something that everyone wants to have no matter what, because you can't forget about it, but there's a chance you could just move on with it, but it's not just going to be that simple. Because everything you worked for, only to be backstabbed in the end, all the sacrifices, you're not just going to let that slide. So Rose was trained as an assassin and so forth, but yeah. Rose's backstory we know, and everything else, what happened to her, is what's shown in this episode. So if anything else, that's about it. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo.